have always been a Samsung girly, but that changes today. Today I went out and picked up the 5th generation iPad Air and the Smart Keyboard Folio. Smart Keyboard Folio case. It's upside down. Blind. I originally picked these up because I wanted something more lightweight to be using for my business. And I have a Microsoft Surface Pro 7 that I have been using for 3 years. And this is not exactly going to replace that because I really love my Surface Pro. But this will be a more lightweight work device. So, let's unbox it. Fun fact, did you know that the Apple boxes were actually designed to lift slowly for suspense? See? This is real. This is happening. Oh my god. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna put it aside. Put it right here. Okay. Now. I saw some guy lifts these on Marketplace for $5. I'm gonna do the same and see what happens. I'll probably get a longer cable for this. The moment we've been waiting for. The big guns. Look at that. Here we go. That pickup number sticker kind of ruined the experience now, didn't it? It's okay. Because it didn't ruin it that much. It's definitely more substantial than I thought it would be, but that's okay. This is the Smart Keyboard Folio. And that would just be all its paperwork. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That was, reassuring. Oh, okay. Look at that. Yes. Alright, so I didn't show the setup experience. I wanted to show the setup experience, but I didn't end up showing the setup experience. I kind of just wanted to do me, but here's the iPad all set up, and I figured you just look at that combo. I mean, just look. And then the actual color.
Portrait, landscape, charge port to the right.
Look at that. It powers on the moment the keyboard's connected. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's insane, right? You super easy to just. Oop! I whacked myself in the face. But I just love this color. This color is amazing. But, anyways, I picked up the M1 iPad Air, the iPad Air 5th generation. Specs for this device have been included as a link in the description for your viewing pleasure if you're interested. Because I am not a tech channel, I will not go over the entire specs with you. I just don't do that kind of stuff. But what I will say is, if you're planning
Portrait,
on
11:32 p.m.
getting an iPad,
Top and center, half width of screen, space.
then this one is definitely the way to go.
87 days, 69 12 a.m. Mostly clear night.
So,
72 degrees, 2%. One voiceover off.
I'm going to shush you, voiceover, because you are much. The M1 iPad Air, or the iPad Air 5th generation, uses Touch ID. So now I'm going to use my pointer finger to get into the device. Look how simple that was. And then I'm gonna cover up where I live. This is my home screen with a weather widget. Whoops. And then I have
Voiceover on. The weather channel. Landscape. Productivity folder. 17 apps. News folder. 7 apps. Shopping folder. 2 apps. Games folder. 2 apps. Add folder. 3 apps. Double tap to open. Productivity folder. 17 apps. 12
in
new items.
productivity.
Double tap to open. Opening productivity folder. Clock. 11:34 p.m. Docs. Drive. Google One. Kindle. Keynote. Notes. Notion. 11 new pages.
Oh, well, that's
Double tap
weird.
to open. Google Calendar. Calendar. Canva. ChatGPT. Chrome. Clock. Docs. Drive. Google One. Kindle. Keynote. Notes. Notion. 11 pages. Safari. Slides. Page 1 of 2. Adjustable. Page 1 of 2. Adjustable. Page 2 of 2. Voice memos. Double tap to open. Closing productivity folder. The weather channel. News folder. 7 apps. Double tap opening news folder. NC5. Emergency. Storm shield. WSM. WKR. Weather. The weather channel. Double tap to open. Closing news folder. The weather shopping folder. 2 apps. Opening shopping. Amazon. Amazon Alexa. Double tap to open. Closing shopping folder. Games folder. 2 apps. 1 new item. Opening games. BeatStar. 1 new paper.io 3D. Double tap to open. Closing games folder. The weather channel. Dixon. That folder. 3 apps. Opening that folder. Magnifier. Be my eyes. Seeing AI. Double tap to open. Closing that folder. Doc. Social folder. 11 apps. 1 new opening social folder. Contacts. Discord. Mail. No up. Facebook. FaceTime. LinkedIn. Meet. Messages. Messenger. 1. Edit mode. Translate. Double tap to open. Outlook. Translate. Double tap to open. Closing social folder. Doc. Photo and video folder. 3. Opening photo and video. Spotify. YouTube. GarageBand. Double tap to open. Closing. Doc. App Store. Settings. App Library. Double tap to open.
So that's what's on the iPad. Setting up the iPad was an extremely easy experience. Coming from an Android device, me being a user of Samsung for many years, this iPad was extremely easy to set up. Now, I had actually contemplated switching a few years ago, but didn't end up switching because I kind of just didn't want to relearn how to use iOS. So, I ended up creating an Apple ID and leaving it dormant for about 3 years. But then, I started my freelancing career, and that kind of drove me back to the iPad. It drove me back to creating things with the iPad. It drove me back to finding ways to use my iPad in a business setting. So when I decided to purchase this iPad, I knew that when I did the research that I wanted to do, that this iPad was going to be a wonderful, lightweight working device that I could not necessarily replace my laptop with, but definitely use instead of my laptop in a ton of different situations. Because although my Surface Pro 7 that I have here has served me well and will continue to serve me well for the longest of times, it's just much heavier than this little small package will ever be. And you can definitely tell that the iPad is just going to take up so much less space. Here's a happy little comparison. The Surface Pro 7 has a 14-inch display, making it about 3 inches bigger than the iPad Air's 10.9, which to me isn't a drawback. And then just look how much thicker the Surface is compared to the iPad. And the Surface just is all metal, and it's just gonna take up much more space in a lap. And considering the fact that this is all one piece, this entire thing is all one piece. This one piece construction makes it much easier to put in a lap, and it makes it not feel top heavy and makes it much easier to manage, and it's not much of a balancing act. Where the surface is concerned, this is a two-piece construction where you have the tablet and the keyboard. Now, I can hear you screaming in the comments as we speak. Yeah, but you get that with the iPad too. The difference with the iPad is Apple did really well by making sure that this case is one piece. And the fact that the tablet attaches so strongly, Apple did really well at making this one piece. With Microsoft Surface, you have the tablet, and the tablet has the stand, and then you have the keyboard. So the tablet can stand by itself, making this a balancing act in the lap. And now you get my gist. And then the keyboard sits flat, and then you have a stand in the back. So this becomes a balancing act when it's in your lap with this back stand piece, because there's two pieces to its construction. When I am doing light work, and I'm not doing things that only a laptop can do, this guy, this M1 iPad Air, will be my best friend. I have also learned that iPad OS is much more designed for productivity than Android is, and I feel like it's going to be nice to ditch my phone and just go with this guy. Yes, it's late at night, do not judge me. Yeah, just to brighten your perspective there, yeah. That's how late it is at night. Don't judge me. Anyways, that aside, I look forward to the days ahead, and I will definitely be giving a review in maybe a few weeks to a month time to update you on how this has been going for me. And if you want to see more iPad videos, let me know in the comments below. I am Belied One Lives, and this has been my unboxing video. Peace.